thank you so much for joining me today for this Sun Salutation practice. My name's Jess. This is Teddy. He's going to be joining us for this practice today. I'm going to be guiding you through Sun Salutation practice. We're going to be going through the essential postures that are brilliant for setting you up for a great day. We're going to be using all of the muscles, so you're going to feel like you've had a great workout and you're going to be feeling energized and ready to take on the day. So we're going to be starting in child's pose. So when you're ready, roll out your mats and I will see you there. Okie dokie, so child's pose. Two options for your child's pose. You can have your knees wide as your yoga mat, big toes to touch, or you can bring your knees in narrow and drape yourself over the top of your thighs. 'Tis up to you. Find the one that feels right for you in this moment. I'm going wide today. And then draw your forehead down towards the mat, reach your fingertips forward, whichever variation of child pose you choose today. Reach your fingertips towards the top of the mat. And as always, slowly we start to deepen our breath. Bring your awareness to your breath, your full body. Take a moment to check in with yourself. How are you feeling today? How's your body feeling today? All of that. Maybe roll your forehead across the mat if you like. Feels really good. Forehead massage. Just take a few breaths here on your own. Waking yourself up, bringing yourself to this moment. Forget the day so far, forget whatever you've got going on afterwards. Bring yourself here and do your best to think of nothing else, closing off the internal chatter, the internal noise. I know it's not easy. That's really one of the benefits of yoga. It really helps you just be in the moment, switch off. And just take one more breath here, inhale deeply. And exhale, lift your forehead, take your gaze towards your hands. Let's head into our downward facing dog. So bring your hands down, index finger faces towards the top of the mat, spread your fingertips wide, curl your toes under and lift your hips all the way up and back into your downward facing dog. Just take a moment to find your center here. Maybe pressing one heel down and then the other, moving your hips from side to side, relaxing the back of the neck. Press into all 10 fingertips. Take the weight out of your wrists. Use this moment to maybe set an intention for your day. One more deep breath in through your nose. Exhale. Just find stillness in your dog just for a breath. Nice. Bend your knees all the way. Bend, bend, bend. Take your gaze towards your hands. We're going to step to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Feet are hip width apart, facing towards the top of the mat. Clasp opposite hand with the opposite elbow. Just drape your torso down. Think heavy as you relax the back of the neck. Generous bend in your knees. Sway gently from side to side if you like. Feel that opening all down the back of your legs. Grounding down through all four corners of your feet. Take a moment here. Feel the earth beneath you. Breathe deep. We're going to take this salutation slowly, and then we're going to do a few more, and with each one we will move very slightly faster, moving with our breath. But this one, let's start slow. Release your hands down to the mat, bend your knees generously. We're going to roll all the way up to our mountain pose, rolling through your spine. Take your time. The last thing to come up is the crown of the head. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Open your palms, face them forwards. Mountain pose. Again, take a moment to check in with yourself. Check your alignment. Where can you soften? Maybe take a few neck circles. Nice. On your next inhale, reach your fingertips all the way up. Extended mountain pose, take your gaze up. Big breath in as you reach. And exhale. Keep your gaze up. Nice. Inhale, reach and lengthen. And as you exhale, bend your knees, release your hands. We're going to come all the way back down to our forward fold. Slowly, slowly take your time. Reach your fingertips down to the mat. Last thing to come down is the crown of the head, slow and steady. Nice. Big breath in your forward fold. Exhale. Release. Nice. We're going to find our halfway lift from here. So sweep your hands all the way up and press them into your shins. Let's find a flat back position. So your torso should be parallel towards the earth. Draw your shoulder blades down and away from your ears and tuck your elbows into your side body as you press your hands into your shins. Careful you're not locking out in your knees. You want to keep a nice slight bend. You want to keep a nice bend in your knees here as you press your fingertips into your shins. Breathe in and exhale. Let's hold here for a breath. Again, actively drawing your shoulder blades together. Breathe in. Exhale, release back to your forward fold. Nice and slow. Wonderful. Plant your hands. Let's step back to our plank pose. Step back to your plank pose. Just take a moment again to find your center. So you want your hands directly underneath your shoulders. Spread your fingertips nice and wide. As always, we take the weight out of our wrists. The elbow, you want the inside of your elbow to be facing the top of the mat, so elbow creases are facing forwards. Draw your shoulder blades away from each other, so really pressing out of your shoulders here. So you can see I'm not dumping into my shoulders, I'm really pressing actively. So there's almost a rounding in my upper back. I'm putting the pit of my belly in and up, and I'm reaching my heels back. Take a moment to bring your feet hip width apart, really finding your center, pulling everything into center. Big breath in, gaze is straight down on the mat. Exhale, let's lower all the way to the belly. Slow and steady, take your time. Uncurl your feet, press into the tops of your feet. Let's lift up. Find baby cobra this time, so we're staying low. Keep your gaze down. Exhale, forehead comes down to the mat. Inhale, baby cobra, we lift up. Exhale, forehead to the mat. Inhale one last time here for your baby cobra. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Elbows are squeezing into your side body. Exhale, forehead comes down to the mat. Use your hands to press up to all fours. And then we lift our hips all the way back up, downward facing dog. That was round one. We're going to do 2 more sun salutations. So when you're ready, let's just take a nice deep breath in. Find stillness in your dog as you inhale. Exhale. Release. Bend your knees. Take your gaze towards your hands and step to the top of the mat for your forward fold. Nice. Inhale deeply. And exhale. To relax the top half of your body. On your next inhale, we're going to generously bend our knees. We're going to roll all the way up to standing. Again, last thing to come up is the crown of the head. Roll your shoulders down and away from your ears. Mountain pose. Nice. Inhale here. And exhale. Relax your shoulders down. Big breath in. Reach your fingertips all the way up. Extended mountain pose. Take your gaze up. Exhale. Forward fold. All the way back down. Take your time. Fingertips to the mat. Nice, big breath in and exhale, release. Let's find our halfway lift. So pressing your hands into your shins, halfway lift, squeeze your elbows into your rib cage. Exhale, forward fold. Nice, plant your hands. Let's step back to our plank pose. Take a moment to find your center, big breath in. And exhale, slowly lower to the belly. Nice. Press into the tops of your feet. Inhale. Let's go into our cobra. Lifting your chest all the way up. Press your pelvis into the earth. Press your fingertips into the mats. Draw your shoulder blades together. Big breath in. Exhale. Lower all the way down. Nice. Forehead to the mat. Inhale. We lift up. Cobra. Exhale. Lower. With your breath, one last time. Inhale. Nice. From here, let's push ourselves back up to our downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Wonderful. From here, we're going to do our final sun salutation. We're going to be moving with our breath. So each movement is going to be with our breath. So when you're ready, big breath in. We're going to bend our knees, look towards our hands and step to the top of the mat. Forward fold as you exhale. Nice. From here, we're going to take a big breath in. We're going to reach all the way up. Extended mountain pose. Keep moving. Reach your fingertips all the way up as you inhale. And exhale, forward fold all the way back down. Fingertips to the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Squeeze your elbows into your rib cage as you gaze down. As you exhale, we're going to plant our hands and step back to our plank pose. Nice. Big breath in. Exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, lower. Big breath in here. Lifting all the way up and back to your downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Nice, wonderful. From here, we're going to lift our right foot. So right foot lifts, three-legged dog on the right-hand side. Flex your right toes down towards the earth. Inhale, lift that heel, squeeze your right glute. Big breath in. Exhale, bend your right knee and stack your hips. So reach your right heel all the way over to the left. Open your hips. Squeeze your right heel into your right glutes and just find stretch here. Doesn't matter what it looks like. Just remember to breathe deep. Press into both hands evenly if you can. As you exhale, we're going to drop our right foot all the way down. Find your flip dog. So we're going to turn our torso all the way to the top. Lift your hips. Right hand reaches all the way back. Find your flip dog. Spread your fingertips nice and wide, particularly in your left hand. Lift your hips, squeeze your glutes, and reach your hand all the way back. Big breath in. As you exhale, we're going to come all the way back. Find your plank pose. So come back to your plank pose. Very nice. Big breath in. Exhale, we're going to come onto the outside of our left foot, stacking, side plank. Reach your right hand all the way up, side plank. Option to reach your right hand up and over. Lift your hips, big breath in. Nice. Exhale. Let's chaturanga. Plant your hands, lower all the way to low plank pose, chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Very nice. Let's take a breath in here together. Inhale deeply. Exhale. Release. Nice. Left foot lifts, three-legged dog on the left side. Inhale, flex your left toes down towards the earth. Reach that heel up, squeeze your left glute. Exhale, bend that knee and stack your hips. Just finding stretch here. Again, we're not worrying about what the shape looks like. Just find something that feels good here. Really, really actively squeezing that heel into your glutes. Big breath in. Exhale, let's find our flip dog. So drop that left foot down and behind you. Spiral your chest up to the sky. Reach your left hand all the way up and over. Flip dog. Inhale, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Open your mouth wide as you let it go. Release. Inhale. Exhale. Let's come back to our plank pose. Plank pose. Inhale deeply. Exhale. We come onto the outside of our right foot this time. Let's find our side plank. Press into your right hand as your left hand reaches up. Inhale. Option to reach up and over. Exhale. Let's hold here for a breath. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant both hands back to your plank pose. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And head back to your downward facing dog. Let's take a few deep breaths here. Nice. On your next inhale, we're going to bend our knees, look towards our hands and step to the top of the mat. Forward fold. Clasp opposite hand with opposite elbow, and let's just take a moment here to come back to our breath. Release your fingertips down to the mat. Bend your knees generously. Chair pose. We come all the way up. Chair pose. Drop your hips. Reach your fingertips forward. Send your weight back into your heels here. So you really want to be able to lift your toes in your chair pose. That rhymes. Chair pose. Lift your toes. Inhale. Drop your hips a little more. Exhale. Release. Forward fold. Nice. Inhale. Let's find a halfway lift. And let's chaturanga. Step your feet back. High plank. Inhale. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. And exhale. Downward facing dog. Nice. Right leg lifts. Three-legged dog on the right side. Exhale. Bend that right knee and squeeze it in towards your chest. And then step that foot forward. Pivot on the back foot, warrior one. We rise up, warrior one. Bring the palms of your hands together and reach them all the way up. Option to take your gaze up in your warrior one. And exhale, sink into that right knee. Press into all four corners of both feet. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. Chaturanga, step your right foot back, plank pose. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down, chaturanga. Inhale to your upward facing dog. And let's meet in downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. Release, let it go. Left leg lifts. Three-legged dog on the left side. Big breath in here. Exhale, bring that left knee in towards your chest and step it forward. Let's find our warrior one on the left-hand side. So pivot on the back foot. Rise up, warrior one. Inhale to lift. And exhale to sink into that left knee. Option to take your gaze up in your warrior one. Inhale. Exhale. Let's hold for a breath. Relax your shoulders. Big breath in. As you exhale, release your hands. Let's chaturanga. Plant your hands. Step your left foot back. Plank pose. Big breath in. Exhale. Lower all the way down. Inhale to your upward facing dog. Exhale to your child's pose. So bring your knees wide. Drop your hips back. Reach your hands forward. Let's go to our child's pose. And just take a few breaths here on your own. Close your eyes if you haven't already. Inhale, take your gaze up towards your hands. Press yourself all the way back up. Bring your knees together and sweep them to one side. We're going to come to a seat. Facing the long side of your mat. Staying in a seated upright position. Keep your knees up, feet flat. Bring your hands down behind you, fingertips facing towards your hips. Lean back, open your chest. Lift one shin and then the other, boat pose. Big breath in here. Exhale, option to release your fingertips and reach them towards your ankles. We hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and on the 1, release your feet down. Bring the soles of your feet together and lay on your back, suitability. If you've got a claw clip in, I recommend you take that out because that is not comfortable. Right, suitability. Bring the soles of the feet together. Option to bring your heels in closer to your body. You'll find more of a stretch that way. Rest your hands on your belly. Close your eyes. And breathe deep. And this is where we will be closing our practice today, this Sun Salutation practice. Just take a moment to feel the energy that you've created running through your veins. Ready to step off your mat into the rest of your day. Let's just take a few more precious moments. Of peace and quiet, focusing on nothing but your breath. And let's close this practice here with 3 breaths together. So wherever you are in your breath cycle, blow it all the way to the bottom. Seal your lips and let's inhale deeply through our nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Let's do 2 more just like that. And last one. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Sun Salutation practice. I really hope you enjoyed it and it sets you up for a great day. As always, if you haven't already, I would love it if you'd hit that subscribe button. You can join me every week. I'd love to have you there with me, and as always, have a wonderful day.